Hello and welcome to HPC News weekly on Mondays at 7 a.m. Thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to be spilling all the cha on topics ranging from pop culture, who's Sabrina Carpenter dating now, AI, the stocks, and what's going on in your neck of the woods. Now without further ado, let's get into it, Half Past Crew.
Hello and welcome back to your weekly Monday 7 a.m. HPC News, where we spill all the cha. We're your hosts. My name is Suketu.
My name is Hallie.
And we're a married interracial couple.
And that's quite unprofessional.
Sometimes you just can't stop love. If you can't already tell, I'm Indian.
I am what they call Caucasian.
And that is okay. We talk about being an interracial couple. We talk about relationships. And today we're talking about the news.
The news.
Sometimes we get questions from you because you guys go to www.halfpastchat.com where you submit your own questions and stories. We release new podcast episodes every Monday at 7 a.m. So if you haven't already, make sure you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And guess what? You're on Spotify or Apple Podcast. Follow, give it 5 stars, push that algorithm to the limit, and Half Past Crew, settle in, get cozy, and grab your cha.
All right, I gotta take this off. It's making me uncomfortable. I have a really baggy sweatshirt on, and it's really clinging to my arms. It's making my pits sweat. I'm committed to the bit, but man, at what cost?
Guys, I'm going to be honest. We didn't think this episode was coming out this week.
No, we did not.
I'm very sick. Hallie's feeling under the weather just a little bit here and there, right?
I'm menstruating. What can I say?
And it's been tough, but guess what? We were like, we can't let it go. We can't let a week without Half Past. You cannot get away from us, okay?
You can't.
I don't care if I have 101 fever.
Well, you're fine now.
Now I'm fine.
But you weren't.
16 days of over 100-degree fever, guys. Feel bad.
I didn't think he was going to make it. I really didn't. I didn't know what to expect. But we couldn't abandon you guys, right? Like we kind of toyed around the idea. Well, you know, because we normally film our podcast episodes well in advance. We really didn't have any capacity to do that.
We were like 2 weeks ahead at one point, and now we're falling a little behind, but guess what? We don't care.
We don't care.
We're gonna push through. All right.
We're here for it. We had to give you guys some content. All right. This is a little bit different, but I'm so excited about it. This is fun.
Something different.
It's really fun.
We're gonna get right into the news, everyone. Like I said, we're your hosts. We're gonna start with pop culture.
All right, hit me.
Okay. Number 1, guys. After years of the song "All I Want for Christmas Is You," it has come to a downfall. There's a lot less listeners for the song. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I personally don't love the song. I don't love how it goes, "It's time." That's how it starts off.
Oh, really?
It's time. However Mariah Carey does it. It drives me crazy. I mean, it's a fine song, but it's like way overdone. I think it's time that there are other songs that are at the top of the song leaderboard for Christmas.
I love the song, in my personal opinion. I think it's great. I think it shouldn't be losing traction, okay?
I mean, it doesn't deserve to lose traction. I'm not dissing Mariah Carey, but I will say, I think there are other songs. For example, why am I blanking on Christmas songs right now? Oh, I love
Jingle
a good
bells.
Rockin' Around
Oh, I
the
like
Christmas tree. I love that song. That and It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. I love that song. I would say that's arguably my favorite. And then can we not forget Michael Bublé?
We should do
Michael Bublé's album where he's like holding a gift behind his back. You guys know what I'm talking about.
We should do a Christmas album where we sing the songs.
I mean, we're like awful singers. I don't think anybody wants or needs to hear
video,
that.
If you think we should do a Christmas album,
no.
I would make it happen. We would use these and we would use a little bit of auto-tune.
A little bit of auto-tune.
A little bit. And we'd make a Christmas album for you guys.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Frosty the Snowman.
You don't know what that's called?
No.
You don't know what that's called?
No, I'm just kidding. That's not a good song. Wait. Oh, It's Cold Outside.
Baby, it's cold outside. That one?
That one.
You didn't know?
That one. Is that the same one that Elf sings in the shower?
Yeah.
That one. I love that song.
Honey, you just sang Baby, It's Cold Outside. That's the name of the song.
Okay, well, now we know. Moving on. Hawk Tuah girl.
Oh, okay. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, Hawk Tuah on that thing.
Ew.
So the Hawk Tuah girl
I'm uncomfy.
is in some deep shit.
Ooh, why?
All right. She's
She's in some deep tour. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
She started a meme coin on like a Bitcoin. Right?
Question. How do you even do that?
You just do it.
How?
Make one.
So we can make one right now.
Yeah, you could make one.
HPC coin? I don't know what that means.
Well, do you want us to get into deep trouble as well?
No.
Okay, let's
I want
not do
people to
that.
like us.
So, she started one called Hawk.
Wow, original.
Okay.
Come up with
And
some, sorry.
While she did that, she made like, I think people put in about 50 million into it, and then she just left it. So everybody lost their money. So she pulled out all her money.
She pulled out. The
Yep.
Tuah girl pulled out. That doesn't sound very on brand for
and
her.
left everyone else to cry. And so
Well, like, what the heck?
legally, she could be in big trouble for that. So she might get some jail time.
Is she just like, was like, did she do that on purpose? I'm really confused. Like, why, what reasoning would somebody have to just like back out of something like that?
I still don't understand how everybody made this woman so famous.
I don't either. People have a platform that don't. Are you sick? Don't deserve to have a platform when there are people that genuinely care about being entertaining or relatable or have some words of wisdom to provide into the world. What has she contributed through her fame?
Nothing.
Just 2 seconds of entertainment?
In the Hawk Tuah podcast, or Talk Tuah. It's called Talk Tuah.
Why do you know that?
What do you
I'm
mean?
just kidding. I'm
It's
just
like a very
kidding.
popular podcast.
I didn't know that.
Anyways,
but see, very
it's-
popular. Like, that's
I've
crazy.
watched an episode and it's absolutely terrible. It's not good.
What do you think people say about our podcast?
Probably not that.
I hope
Please
people say
comment.
it's good.
Let me know what you think.
We put a lot of love into this baby, okay? It's a baby.
This next one is my favorite thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
The word brain rot is Oxford University Press Word of the Year.
That doesn't surprise me. The amount of times that we use that in our day-to-day conversations with each other and whomever else we may be associating with, we say it a lot. And it's a really good word to describe a lot of people, not just on the internet these days, but just, how short our attention spans are now. And, kids, even adults, me, your brain
You gotta
rot, me
read
too.
this. The definition is the term that describes the negative effects of consuming low quality content or using digital media excessively.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that kind of plays out.
So, if you have brain rot, I would say 7 hours of screen time is brain rot.
Oh, I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm like 3.
I'm like 4.5.
I'm
Sometimes
also like
5.
4.5. I just kind of lied.
Liar.
Okay, so you're higher than me. Don't tickle me. I told you my pits are sweaty. You don't want to go there.
I might want to.
No. Okay, what's the next piece of news information? I'm ready for it.
The CEO of United Healthcare was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy part about it is the public isn't too mad about it.
They actually seem kind of happy about it.
And it's because there's been so many insurance claims that have been denied to people that need care, right? And this is something I think that people have been trying to fight because it's a kind of monopoly, which is crazy because the guy who killed the CEO the backpack was caught and there was monopoly money in the backpack to show like, oh, this is like a monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
That is scary.
Like this guy had a whole plan, like it actually was executed, and I don't think they're gonna find the guy.
They have pictures of his face.
I still don't think they're gonna find this guy. I think he's already out of the country.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything. I don't know if they'll find him or not, but you would think if they have pictures of somebody's face that eventually they will track him down. It might take a while, but it probably will be done.
I think this is gonna set a message to a lot of corporations out there to watch their back a little bit more, and maybe be a little more ethical. Because a lot of the things that these companies do is pretty unethical,
Yeah.
which is kind of sad. Which is very sad.
A lot of things in our world, in our country, are very messed up. That's what I will say. But what I think is crazy is that his schedule is very well known.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, do you think that it was somebody who maybe worked for United Healthcare, or somebody that was very affected? Well, if his schedule was well known, you would think that it was somebody who does work for him, maybe.
Somebody who works for him. There was some rumors out there that he planned it himself, like a suicide. And he had planned out the whole thing to make sure like this guy would never get caught and all these things. And I don't know if you heard the CEO's wife talk about it, but no tears. She was like, he was a great man. He's done so much for the company, and that was about it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, like,
I mean, I know that they had said that they'd received some threats.
Yeah.
In the past. That's crazy. And I don't know. I have a lot of opinions. I don't know if we need to get into all of that, but what are your initial thoughts? Like, what do you think was the main driver behind this? Like, do you believe that, I guess maybe conspiracy theory that it was all planned? I don't know. What do you think?
It was 100% planned. But
well, yeah, but like by the CEO.
It wasn't, I don't think it was the CEO. I think it was this guy who probably worked at the company or was denied like life-saving service, or somebody hired this guy to do the work for them. So those are the three things that I think happened. And I do think that he's not going to get caught. Like, I don't think he's ever going to be caught.
Interesting.
Because I think the plan has been so solidified that it's just not going to happen.
If it seems so solidified, it kind of seems like it was multiple people involved instead of just the one guy who actually did the deed.
That could be true. I think that could be true.
But all I know is that I've seen a lot of this on social media, and I've seen all the comments of people. So I want to know what you think. Because, again, regardless of the actions that somebody has done, it is sad to see, he was a father.
Yeah.
It's sad that his children, I don't know how old his children were, but, that they'll go the rest of their life without their dad. And I mean, I'm not defending anybody. I'm not saying anything, but it's sad to see so many people be like, he got what he deserved, which, all right, to each their own, that's okay. But you have to respect that he was somebody's son, he was somebody's, brother, father, husband, like that's all, very relevant as well. So I think it's important to remember that deep down, he is a human
being.
He is a human being, okay? And I know that he's probably been involved in some shady stuff and he's made a lot of mistakes, okay? No person is perfect and some people wrong people a lot more than others, but it is still sad.
So like
and scary.
The first scene in The Incredibles where the dad, Mr. Incredible, is working at his insurance job and his boss gets mad at him for clearing a claim. And he gets mad. He's like, but our investors, they're going to be mad. Who's going to pay them? And that is kind of like what's happening here. That's the end of the story for this. But guys, we got to move on to something else. We got to move on to the number one artist once again, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Wah, wah, wah. I'm just kidding. I am not a fan of Taylor Swift. I'm gonna get called out for that. But hey, she's so successful, so I can't be mad about it. The freaking billionaire who I don't know how she does what she does, but man, oh man, she has probably the biggest and most strong fan base out of anyone I've ever met. Not met, but known.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. I like her. I don't dislike her. I just am not. I have other kinds of music and I have other artists and bands or whomever that I like more. So I grew up listening to Taylor Swift, I will say. Grew up listening to her very first few albums. I remember all of them pretty well. I remember, obviously, Love Story was a huge song back when I was very young. And she's been very successful, and she's proven that she is very talented, and she might not be the best vocalist, but she's really good at writing and being very creative, and she comes out with a lot of songs at one time, and I don't know how she does it. And I don't know how she's done the Eras Tour for as long as she has.
So
it's kind of crazy.
I'm going to bring up some statistics, all right?
All right.
The Eras Tour was about $20 million to create. Okay. The revenue from the Eras Tour was over $1 billion.
Oh my God.
Which is actually insane. And ticket prices averaged $238. That was the average, which is insane. And that is from first ticket sales, not repeat sales. So like this doesn't include like the ones that people buy and sell for like $15,000.
I hate people like that. If you're somebody that does that, if you're a scalper, is that the technical word?
Yeah.
Where you buy stuff and you sell it for like 10,000 more, get out.
Total merchandise revenue was $200 million. She sold $200 million of merch.
And you know she's overpricing that stuff. Every artist does. It's so wrong how they're like $85 for a t-shirt. Bruh, it took like 2 cents to make it. It makes me so mad. I think that's so unfair to the people that love and support you, and you make stuff so ridiculously expensive. That is so not fair.
From March 17th through December 8th, which is today, by the way, there was 149 shows. That's insane.
How does she do that? I mean, like, I'm just imagining the kind of health that she has to be in, and like how you have to, I mean, she's on the road. Like, it's not like she's home and she can relax. Like, she's exerting herself a lot, and she's singing and just, oh my gosh, I don't know how she does it. Respect. I don't get it, but she is the top artist of 2024.
Good for her. All right, next. Nearly 250,000. No, wait. Is it a quarter? No. Quarter of all adults get their news from social media influencers. So, you're welcome. Look at that.
You're getting let me get my papers.
That's where most of people get their news. But I just want to talk a little bit about it because I'm like,
yes.
How? Like, how did we go from watching the news every morning to scrolling on TikTok and being like, oh, ABC. Let me look at that. ABC, if you go on like ABC or NBC, they're always live, like on the app.
They are.
Always
because they
live.
know the younger audience. That's how because it's really hard to get people. First off, a lot of people don't just have regular cable TV anymore. You have to have some kind of streaming service. Like, we have to have YouTube TV to be able to watch the morning show or whatever the heck I watch. So you have to have that. One, not everybody buys subscriptions to be able to watch certain news stations. And you know, people are busy. They don't just have time to sit down and watch like the 7 a.m. news or whatever it may be. So when news stations want to reach everybody, they're like, okay, what can we do? Everybody's on social media, which kills me because one of the other big news pieces that I wanted to talk about is January 19th, supposedly TikTok is going away. So what are all these people going to do? Take advantage of Instagram or X, or what are they going to do? What do you think about the TikTok ban? Sorry to shift subjects, but I'm pressed about it. I don't think the TikTok ban will go fully through, but if it does go through, it's gonna hurt a lot of people. Unless somebody buys it. Even us. Oh, it'll hurt me. I'm just now finding my footing on TikTok. Please don't take it away. And it would be really bad for a lot of small businesses. It would be really bad for being able to get that reach that most people can't get. Like on Instagram, it is so hard to just make an account and grow it. Yeah. TikTok, if you find a reason for people to follow you, people will follow you. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's going to be a huge hit on a lot of people if it does get banned. I hope it doesn't, because we got other problems to worry about, and China's a problem sometimes, but it's not like this app is the one thing that's going to destroy us. Listen, that's what I'm so frustrated about, is because we have so many bigger fish to fry, and you guys are focused on banning TikTok. Please, come on. We have so many other problems that we need to get our ish in order. Okay. I just think it's ridiculous. I don't think it's worth actually getting rid of it right now. I mean, maybe if it continues to progress into a problem, then yeah. But again, we have so many bigger problems at hand that I think need to get taken care of first. All right. I'm going to go through some of the worst performing films of 2024. There were some good ones, like great performing films, and I'm not going to go through those because those are good. Okay. Who cares? Okay. Right? Yeah, love good movies. Who care about the bad ones? Oh. This is going to surprise you a little bit. Number 1, The Fall Guy. I like that movie. I love that movie. That was good. The one with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. Yeah, apparently the budget was $150 million, but the world box office was 180. So it's not like it was negative, but it did really bad compared to what they thought it was going to do. Well, I mean, they had 2 pretty big hitters in there. I would expect, that they probably thought it would do at least like 210 million. So there was, the next one is Pixar's re-releases. So Pixar had 2 movies that they released during COVID that did terrible. Yeah. And so they re-released them in theaters. Oh, because they only released them on Disney Plus. Exactly. Okay, gotcha. And one of them was Turning Red. That panda one. It was cute. It was okay. It wasn't incredible. Well, it only made $3 million in
in the theaters, so pretty bad. Pretty bad.
I mean, it wasn't like that bad. Dang.
Furiosa didn't do that well.
Yeah, I don't watch that anyways.
Apparently, there's a movie called Saturday Night. They spent $30 million making it, and they only made $9.7 million off of it.
Because that's based on Saturday Night Live, isn't it?
And then the worst, Megalopolis?
What is that?
Megalopolis? I don't know. Maybe that's why it did so bad.
I have no idea what that is. Maybe that is why it did so bad.
They spent $120 million on it. Only made $13.7 million. Dang! That's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
That is pretty bad.
You just gotta stop making bad quality movies. Like, there are some times when people need to understand that a second movie in a series, or if it's not a series, that a sequel doesn't always need to be made. Yeah. That's my biggest beef with the movie industry. All right, Hollywood, are you listening? Sometimes a second movie doesn't need to be made. You can let the first one just be perfect and not have to make another one.
Yep. Now,
some cases, though, I will say that a second one is warranted and that sometimes the second one is better than the first one. Like Horrible Bosses 2.
If it's planned.
Yeah.
Right. So,
do you have an example of a second movie that was bad when the first one was good? Oh, Legally Blonde 2. Legally Blonde. Perfection.
I can't think of any. Santa Claus 2 is fantastic.
Oh, that's like my favorite Christmas movie.
Great movie.
Yes.
Can't think of any others though. But we can move on. I've been doing that a lot, haven't I? Anyways, we're gonna move on to AI. Hallie, what are we gonna talk about for AI?
Well, I used AI. Wait, let me get my papers. I used AI to give me these updates on AI. So, here's some recent updates on artificial intelligence. Apple is gradually rolling out new AI features for email, Siri, and an image tool, but they're only available on iPhone 15 Pro or higher. Another update, actually, that personally just it's affecting us is now there's the Tesla app on your Apple Watch, so you don't have to have your phone to open the car to drive the car.
Big deal.
That is a big deal. Because you know how many times that we go out in the garage and we need something and our phones are upstairs and we're just like, we're just mad. All right, next. AI-powered tutor. What? Anderson Cooper experienced Conmigo, an AI-powered tutor on 60 Minutes. I don't watch 60 Minutes. Last but not least, my favorite, Spotify Wrapped. They used AI for majority of it this year. Previously, last year, I believe they let go about 15,000 employees. Did anyone notice that Spotify Wrapped didn't look as good this year? I did.
And that's because it lost the human touch.
Yeah, and they act like, people can be replaced by AI. Not necessarily. Not always. Spotify Wrapped. At least it's not Replay. Replay 24. Replay.
How about you stop letting go of people and start to actually value them?
To save money.
Yeah.
To save money. It's always to save money, isn't it? Disgusting. Next, we are going to move on to the weather. Woo! Here's what's going on around the country. Not necessarily your neck of the woods, but specifically for Indy. It's actually warmed up here quite a bit.
Woohoo!
It's been kind of nice. All right. I've enjoyed it a lot today. It is a nice 55 degrees.
And it's been like 19 every day.
Yeah. It's been really bad. It's been really depressing
Fahrenheit,
around here.
Everybody.
Fahrenheit.
A lot of Canadians watch us.
Us lame Americans.
And the United Kingdom people.
Rain heading to the northeast, so my fellow friends on the East Coast. Eastern storm to bring possible flooding rain, gusty winds, and more lake effect snow. Ugh.
Watch out there. Be careful.
What? Yeah. Is that your news anchor?
Yeah, just making sure everyone be careful.
Yeah, be careful out there, especially if you are, I would say probably not on the West Coast, it's snowing, but Midwest, East Coast, maybe Midwest, you're experiencing what we're experiencing right now, which are pretty nice, mild temps for December. But then on the East Coast, it sounds like you got some storms and gusty winds moving your way. So be careful out there, everybody. Suketu, we're going to do a quick dive into the stocks.
All right. Guess what? Dow Jones is down a little bit today, guys. It's a problem, but it's not bad because NASDAQ is up. As always, love it. And guess what? S&P 500 is up 15%. That's great.
Wow.
That's fantastic. Tesla, I don't know what's happening to Tesla, but it's just going berserk. If you're invested in Apple, I'm sorry.
bad.
It's not too good.
Woo!
But Apple always recovers. Tesla is up 19 points, which is crazy.
What do you like to invest in?
That's a great question. I personally, mainly, I would say 75% of my investments are in the S&P 500. I personally do FXAIX.
Typical.
That is Fidelity. And so that one's fantastic, but I do love JP Morgan and Apple, Tesla. We got
All right. Don't get too excited.
we got the healthcare companies. Those are good things to invest in because they only care about money, right? So you gotta make sure that you invest in those money, or the ones that care about money. Get it? Because the CEO of a healthcare company. Anyways, that's about it in terms of the stock market. Everyone, hope this was a good news episode for you. If you enjoyed this, let me know down in the comments below.
Let us know. It's a team effort.
Yeah. Hallie over here did a fantastic job being the main news anchor. I'm just the co-anchor.
Technically, I'm a co-anchor.
Oh,
then
shoot.
too.
We are a co-anchor.
So then you're like the sub-anchor.
No.
If I'm the main if I'm the main anchor, you're I'm the main anchor. All right, I hold the ship down. I'm the anchor.
Hallie
and
is
you're the
ship.
sub.
She's a big ship.
You're one to talk.
As a reminder,
that's all we got time for today.
make sure you go to www.halfpastshot.com and submit your own questions and stories. Half Past Crew, we love you. We thank you. Thanks for watching something different. If you made it this far, comment HPC News Rocks.
Yeah, and we'll do it more often.
We will see you next Monday at Half Past Shot.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Let me do my papers one more time. Ooh, that feels good. I get why people do this. You want to see what's on my papers? Nothing! I'll do it this way, too. Send help. I can't. Please, for the love of God, get out.